In 1872, a mysterious and precise English gentleman made an incredible bet, and today, you will improve your English listening by following his amazing journey around the world. Hello and welcome. Today's story is for intermediate English learners. We will speak in slow and clear English so you can understand everything. We are going to explore the famous novel, Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. In this video, we will follow a clear structure to help you learn. First, you will hear the complete story summary in English. Then, we will do a bilingual review with English and Spanish text on the screen. After that, we will study key vocabulary and a useful expression. Finally, we will test your understanding with some questions. Are you ready? Let's begin the adventure. Our story begins in London in 1872. We meet Phileas Fogg, a wealthy, punctual, and mysterious English gentleman. His life is a perfect routine, he does the same things at the exact same time every day. He spends his afternoons at the Reform Club, a private club for wealthy men. One day, while reading the newspaper, Fogg and his friends discuss an article. It claims that thanks to a new railway in India, it is now possible to travel around the world in just 80 days. His friends believe it's impossible. Confident in his calculations, Fogg makes a shocking bet of £20,000, half his fortune, that he can complete the journey in 80 days or less. That very evening, he leaves London with his new French valet, the energetic and loyal Jean Passepartout, beginning the ultimate race against time. As Fogg and Passepartout travel east, a complication arises. A major bank in England has been robbed, and the description of the thief resembles Phileas Fogg. A determined detective named Fix begins to follow them, believing Fogg is the bank robber escaping with the stolen money. Fix tries to delay Fogg at every opportunity. In India, the travelers discover that the railway line is not complete as the newspaper had claimed. Unfazed, Fogg buys an elephant to cross the jungle. During their journey, they encounter a shocking scene. A young woman named Aouda is about to be sacrificed in a religious ritual. Fogg, showing a rare moment of compassion, decides they must rescue her. With Passepartout's clever help, they save Aouda, who then joins them on their journey, forever grateful. The group travels through Calcutta and Singapore, successfully reaching Hong Kong. There, Detective Fix sees another chance to stop Fogg. He gets Passepartout drunk and drugs him, causing him to miss the ship to Yokohama, Japan. Fogg and Aouda believe Passepartout has abandoned them and sail without him. However, Passepartout, in his confused state, manages to get on the same ship just before it departs, but he doesn't realize Fogg and Aouda are also on board. In Yokohama, they are finally reunited. Passepartout had joined a traveling circus to earn money. Together again, they board a steamship for the long journey across the Pacific Ocean to San Francisco, leaving Asia behind. Upon arriving in America, Fogg, Passepartout, and Aouda board the Transcontinental Railroad to cross the vast country from west to east. The journey is full of obstacles. They are delayed by a massive herd of bison crossing the tracks. Later, their train is attacked by a band of Sioux warriors. During the fight, Passepartout is captured. Fogg, demonstrating his loyalty and honor, chooses to risk losing his bet to save his faithful servant. He leads a successful rescue mission with some American soldiers, but this delay causes them to miss their scheduled ship from New York to Liverpool. It seems their journey is doomed, and the deadline is now almost impossible to meet. In New York, with no scheduled ships available, the determined Phileas Fogg finds a small steamship called the Henrietta. He convinces the captain to take them part of the way, but once at sea, Fogg bribes the crew and takes control of the ship, setting a course for Liverpool. The journey across the Atlantic is a desperate race. The ship goes at full speed, but they begin to run out of coal. In a final, dramatic act, Fogg buys the ship from the captain and orders the crew to burn all the wooden parts of the vessel for fuel. This desperate measure works. They arrive in Liverpool just in time to catch the train to London. However, as soon as they step on English soil, Detective Fix arrests Fogg. The clock is ticking, and Fogg is now in jail. Fogg is imprisoned for several hours until a message arrives: the real bank robber was caught days ago. Fogg is free, but he believes he has missed his deadline by just a few minutes. He arrives back at his London home, financially ruined and defeated. Aouda, who has fallen in love with him, confesses her feelings and asks him to marry her. Fogg, realizing he has gained something more valuable than money, agrees. He sends Passepartout to arrange the marriage for the next day, which he thinks is Monday. But Passepartout rushes back with incredible news: it is not Monday, it is still Saturday. By traveling eastward, they crossed the international date line and gained a full day. They are not late, they are early. Fogg rushes to the Reform Club and arrives at the exact last second, winning the bet against all odds. Phileas Fogg didn't just win his bet, he found love and adventure. But what about the book itself? Jules Verne, the author, was a master of adventure stories and is often called the father of science fiction. Interestingly, he never traveled to most of the places he wrote about, he did his research in libraries. The idea for the book was inspired by the new global travel possibilities of the 19th century and a real American traveler named George Francis Train, who actually did travel the world in 80 days in 1870. The book was an instant success and has been adapted into many movies and plays, inspiring travelers and dreamers for over 150 years. Phileas Fogg makes a £20,000 bet that he can travel around the world in 80 days. Phileas Fogg hace una apuesta de 20,000 libras a que puede dar la vuelta al mundo en 80 días. In India, they buy an elephant and rescue a young woman named Aouda. En la India, compran un elefante y rescatan a una joven llamada Aouda. In America, they face many obstacles, including a train attack and a rescue mission. En América, enfrentan muchos obstáculos, incluyendo un ataque al tren y una misión de rescate. Fogg takes control of a ship and burns its wooden parts for fuel to cross the Atlantic. Fogg toma el control de un barco y quema sus partes de madera como combustible para cruzar el Atlántico. By traveling east, they gained a day, arriving just in time to win the bet. Al viajar hacia el este, ganaron un día, llegando justo a tiempo para ganar la apuesta. Great! Now let's learn some key vocabulary from the story. Our first word is wager. A wager is an agreement to risk money on an uncertain outcome. It's another word for a bet. For example, Fogg made a shocking wager of £20,000. Next, obstacle. An obstacle is something that blocks your way or prevents progress. A difficulty. For example, the journey was full of obstacles, like the train attack. And our last word, deadline. A deadline is the latest time or date by which something should be completed. For example, Fogg had to return to London before the deadline to win his bet. Now for our useful expression of the day, a race against time. This idiom means you are in a situation where you have to do something very quickly to meet a deadline. Phileas Fogg's entire journey was a race against time. Excellent work. Now, let's see what you remember. I will ask 3 questions about the story. Try to answer them yourself. Question 1. Why does Detective Fix follow Phileas Fogg? The answer is, he believes Fogg is a bank robber who stole money from the Bank of England. Question 2. What animal do Fogg and Passepartout buy in India to continue their journey? The answer is, they buy an elephant. Question 3. How does Phileas Fogg win the bet at the end, even though he thought he was late? The answer is, he gained a day by traveling eastward across the international date line. Question: Why does Detective Fix follow Phileas Fogg? A. Because he believes Fogg is a bank robber. B. ¿Por qué el Detective Fix sigue a Phileas Fogg? R. Porque cree que Fogg es un ladrón de bancos. Question: What animal do they buy in India? A. They buy an elephant. B. ¿Qué animal compran en la India? R. Compran un elefante. Question: How does Fogg win? A. He gained a day by traveling eastward. B. ¿Cómo gana Fogg? R. ganó un día al viajar hacia el este. Congratulations on finishing the lesson. You did a fantastic job. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep improving your English, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more stories. Now, a question for you: if you could travel around the world, which country would you visit first? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next adventure.